Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of Me, Her, and Everything Else. How are you guys doing? I know you're loving the podcast. Please keep giving us feedback, the comments, the likes, the shares, all of that. We love it over here. Thank you so much for all the support. So, I have a very special guest today. She's a fellow mother, but amongst that, she's a lot more things. But she's a mum, which I'm really excited that I can relate to her on this with her on this. It is Bam Bam.
Hi,
Bam Bam is an
Stephanie.
hi. Bam Bam is an actor, entrepreneur, and she's also well known for being on the hit reality show BBN. Now I know it was Big Brother Nigeria, but I know a lot of contestants don't actually like to be referred to as BBN winners or stars.
Yeah, associated with the show is not a bad thing. But the thing is, people tend to only identify you with the show. So we like to be known for every other thing that we know that we are identified with. Like, I'm an actor, I'm a mom, I'm a wife, I'm a businesswoman, I'm every other thing, and a BBN ex-reality TV star.
Yeah.
So maybe that being last, but not starting with it. I don't know. It just kind of puts you in a box. Like, that's the only thing you've achieved
Yeah,
with
and
your
it's kind of
life.
overshadowing. I know, like when
Yeah.
blogs put up someone's name that's been on Big Brother, they will say, "Oh, ex Big BBN housemate," and then they'll be
Yeah.
like, "Please don't call me ex BBN." Then the comments will be like, "Hey, are you not an ex BBN housemate?"
So it's not bad as long as every other title is added to it. Sometimes that's the only thing they put out there. But then making I not close my market. So for that is that I can do it myself. I'm also a brand influencer.
Yes, that you are a very good one at that. So welcome.
Thank you.
Thanks for coming on. So today I really wanted to just really be really honest and have a transparent
Yeah.
conversation with you because you're a mother, you're a wife, amongst other things, but you have two children.
It feels like a dream that I have popped out two humans out
Yeah,
of
no,
me.
kudos to you, right? You're doing it for us, us that we have one and then we're like on pause break.
Oh.
You were like, no, hit the gas, let's go.
I'm done. Inshallah, yes. It's Ed Mubarak right now. Yeah, I mean, it's not easy, but I'm glad I have two out of the way right now.
Yeah, and you had your first during like COVID, right?
Yes.
So that must have been even more difficult because I
It was
gave birth around that
insane.
time as well.
It was
And
insane.
yeah, tell us about like that journey and that experience because having to do that
So-
during COVID is a whole other ball game.
So after we intended to travel both times and we didn't get it as planned. So I went for antenatal and I had my urinalysis done. So the result didn't come out immediately. So I had gone home and the doctor called my husband and said I should rush me back to the hospital. So they didn't tell me because they didn't want my blood pressure to rise. They just said I should come back for a checkup. And I get there and he said, "How are you feeling?" I said I had a slight headache. So apparently I had 3+ protein in my urine.
Oh,
Preeclampsia.
preeclampsia, yeah.
Oh my
yeah,
goodness.
I ended up having that.
You too?
Yeah, and then I got induced because I was really far along. Yeah. So.
Oh my God. I was 39 weeks gone.
Oh yeah, same.
Same.
Yeah, yeah.
Look
oh,
at that.
Okay, preeclampsia sisters. I mean, it's not a good thing, but yes.
It was scary. So on our way to the hospital, Teddy's tire ruptured.
Ooh.
So I didn't know all that was going through his head. I started to panic. So eventually, thank God, we went with two cars. So we just moved to the second car and then we got to the hospital. They took out, I got there and the doctor just said, "How are you feeling?" So I started having the third stage of preeclampsia, the headache.
Yeah.
As they put me on the theater table, my baby had detached from my placenta. Oh, if I was a second late, Stephanie, that pretty girl that is giving you guys vibes will not be there.
Wow.
So I had postpartum because I kept wondering, what could have happened? What if, and I would just spiral and I would cry and I would be so scared. And I had that for 6 months and I came out of it and I'm good.
Wow, no, that's crazy because that must have felt like a lot of guilt on your end. You even saying that if you were even just seconds or minutes later.
I was freaking out because since then I tell women, do not joke with antenatal. Imagine I had slept away and said I would go for my antenatal the next day, or I wasn't just judicious, I didn't
Yeah.
just do the right things. What if? So I had so many questions and I had to now stop and say, thank you, God. that I just did the right thing because the story would have been different. Yeah.
Wow,
It freaked
wow.
me out a lot.
Yeah, no, and that's just that was even pre-delivery, because that's one
Yeah.
thing, but postpartum comes with so many other
Even
issues.
breastfeeding, because my pores, that was my first time nursing. So it was painful. There was all of that. There was, don't keep the baby. I don't want to hurt her. I don't know how to explain what was
Yeah, it's
going
like
on.
you felt
So
like she was fragile.
yeah, I was scared. I was in pain. I was thinking. I was just a bit of a mess. I gained so much weight because I was stressed out a lot.
Yeah, let's
But then
talk
I
about that
had,
weight gain.
yes.
Let's talk about that weight gain, because as women, we're always put on this pedestal, to just look great and look like
The
every other
pressure is
woman.
absolutely unnecessary.
Yeah, and snap back. Yeah, that shit.
That one is an entire ball game entirely. There is genes. Everybody's body is different. Everybody reacts to hormones differently. You cannot you can't tell. Sometimes you're gaining weight, the baby is just the same. Sometimes you're losing weight, the baby is so chubby. So all of that is just genes. Some people are lucky, some people aren't. It doesn't mean you should put so much pressure on women to lose weight, snap back, get back to work, business. It's
See,
unrealistic.
your weight gain was obviously, you're on social media, so people were able to see.
They
that
came
you're
for
gaining
my
weight.
jugular. They said all manner of nasty things. And one day I was just like, who are you people? Who give a mind to they talk to me anyhow? You guys are inexistent as far as I'm concerned. I'm gonna go through this, and when I'm ready to pop and snap back, I will. And I lost some weight before this baby number two jumped on me.
But what was going through your mind? Because
Yeah.
when you post a picture, right,
Yeah.
and you're like, oh yeah, I like this picture, whatever, and then somebody comes to you and says, oh,
You're fat.
you're fat, and this is as a result of having a child. How did it really make you feel? Even though we tried to shrug it off,
Yeah.
but
So I used to be a size 8, and then I went from that to 14, 16.
and this is after pregnancy.
After pregnancy,
Yeah.
yes. So I didn't expect it, and thank God Teddy likes his women thick, so he never made me feel bad about it. And even though people were saying nasty stuff, I had to not let it get to me because I was already fragile with the postpartum depression I was going through. It wasn't their business to know what I was dealing with. So I made a conscious effort not to let it go through past Instagram. I made so I'm a very intentional person. I was very deliberate. You want me to kill myself? I'll just go and jump off Third Mainland Bridge. They'll be happy.
Yeah, but
So I just was really intentional about not letting it get to me. It was irritating because it's not their body, it's not their process, it's not their business, really.
No, it really isn't.
So I just made a conscious effort not to let it get to me. It just irritated me, but it didn't get to my emotions. What was getting to my emotions was dealing with all I was going through mentally with the birth of my baby and how I couldn't get as much help as I would have gotten if not because of COVID. So I had to get like a nanny. My mom wasn't available that period. She was out of town. I just felt alone. So I was dealing with my personal situation, and honestly, they were irrelevant in that moment for me.
Yeah, and that's really good, because a lot of people they don't have that strength, and they do allow social media to get to them, especially in fragile times. Like, having a baby is such a big deal, and women shouldn't be chastised if they gain weight for giving birth, giving life to another human.
Like, literally, we created life.
Yeah, but there's this whole snap back, and when I gave birth, I literally was like, oh my gosh, look at me, I've given birth and I still look like I'm pregnant. What is this? I said, where are these people getting these snapback pictures? On what day does snapback, enter the chat? Because this has been like 2 weeks and I still look like I'm pregnant. Right? And then I said, maybe I'll take a picture in these, they used to give you those disposable underwear pants. And I was like, yeah, maybe I'll just take a picture and I'll post it. Oh my, still no. That picture is in archive because I was just like seeing other women like snapback. I said,
a lot of them, can I be honest? Many of them are not doing exclusive breastfeeding. So they can take all the shots and all the teas and they can even do lipo immediately.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
So if you can do all of that and you plan not to breastfeed, that is the deception in it, in my opinion. And some of them that are very wealthy, like the Kardashians, they could pay, people actually donate breast milk.
Yeah.
If you have the money and you want to snap back and get back to work like that, you do your lipo, you go in darkness for 3 months or 2 months or even a month, and you just come out looking like a pie, and someone is pumping breast milk for your baby. Nobody knows that.
It's all about the Benjamins, okay.
But in reality, if you want to give your baby everything, including breast milk
from your breast,
it's not gonna be that easy. Some women, like I look at Cora, I admire her. Like her strength is second to none. She has that kind of body because she dances. So her stomach walls, the muscles are stronger than many other women. So she just wraps her stomach and keeps dancing, and she will snap back in maybe 3-4 months or even less.
Yeah.
You and I are not that.
I mean, I still have the evidence here that I'm not like Cora, but it's fine. It's okay.
Even what's her name? Banky's wife.
Adesua,
she snapped back nice.
Yeah. She has slim frame before as
exactly.
well.
So it's genes. It's there's a lot of genetics involved, and there are people that are not as active will not snap back that easy.
Yeah, no, true. Would you ever consider lipo?
Yes, I would.
You would? Yeah, I think I'll join you on that table. So. Yes, because...
But there is no pressure, really. So I don't mind it when I get the chance to. But right now, I'm going to do what I can. I'll work out. I'll eat well. I'll try to sleep. Like the kind of body I have, when I'm stressed, I gain weight.
Yeah, there's some... And also there are people when they're stressed, they eat more.
Yeah, so even if I don't eat, like if I don't
your
sleep
body just naturally...
I get a bit bloated. So that bloated, then if I rest and I hydrate, it goes down.
I mean, all of this is not a crime. So I just wanted to, get into your mind and see how you are feeling, because I noticed online people, they do tend to drag women that don't snap back. And
they do.
Yeah.
But I have locked my mind to them.
Yeah,
honestly.
no, that's great, because you need that strength, especially in this industry where everybody wants you to get married, everybody wants you to have kids apparently, and then when you do,
check. So why you don't stay single for long? Now why you not go do wedding? Congrats, you don't do wedding. You don't do 1 year, you never born. No, what's in the happen now? Oh girl, are your village people doing? Oh, congratulations, she don't born. This belly don't they big, you no go down. Why have you not lost weight, man? See, don't pursue your husband, or don't be repeated on the bed, though. You need to, be slim and sexy. All the girls on the streets are not smiling. You lose weight. Be doing small. You have children. Don't be exposing your body on the Instagram, no. It's unending.
It's unending.
You can't satisfy anybody. No. You can't win. Just do you, and make sure your happiness is inside out. If you're determining your sanity and happiness from the world, girl.
No, it's yeah. but even the way the industry and people in the industry also view, even the way people in the industry view women that are married and pregnant or have had kids.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's I don't know. It's like, I don't think it's okay, because I've had people that have come to me be like, "Oh, you don't need to work. You're married. You have a husband that has money or whatever." You're still breastfeeding, right? You had a baby. I'm sure you're still breastfeeding. You can't work now. Or they'll just immediately write you off because they feel like, oh, you can't go out at night because you're married, or oh, you can't do this because you have a child. Okay, guys, you the same people that were like, you getting married? I'm so happy for you. Oh, you have a baby.
Now you put me in a box.
And it's the same reason. That's the same thing that's stopping you from like hiring me or talking to me about business, because you think that you or off the bat are trying to make a decision on my behalf, or saying things like having a child, like, oh, you probably still breastfeeding. Who's like, people don't breastfeed till children are like 5. Like, stop. Somebody had this child how many years ago, and you still be like, oh, that one, she's still home. She's doing Betty Homemaker. No, some of us want to work. Some of us want to stay at home, but you should allow the woman to make that decision.
Give them an option. Let's have say, ask us and let's say, oh, it's because I'm breastfeeding.
Yeah.
Oh, it's because I'm married. I'm sorry, I can't. Don't think for me.
Mm-hmm.
That's not fair.
Yeah, because so like right now, let's just look at your career right now, right? So
Yes.
you are, when did you have your baby? When did
March,
you give
3rd of March.
Okay, girl, you definitely, still chilling. But wait, after you had your daughter, did you feel like you wanted to jump? Well, it was COVID, but did you feel like you wanted to really jump back into work?
Oh, I did. I jumped back. So at the time I had a business partner who, unfortunately, the business didn't continue. But for that first year post COVID, he made me board of director. I was his content creator. I was like, I was going to work and pumping, and my daughter was going to work with me, and she was just a few months old. I didn't want to just stay at home because of how I was feeling. I just wanted to be out. So I did that. I think I did 2 movies that period. I did Collision with Bolanle Austin Peters.
Yeah.
I did Lockdown with this guy to Sneeze. Sneeze Mind. Yeah. So I really pushed. I would send them. So guys, I'm back in the streets.
Yeah.
What's going on? What are we doing? You know,
Yeah.
I didn't want to stay at home, and I'm already doing that now. My baby's not even up to 3 months, and I'm like, guys, what's up? What are we doing?
And that's one thing that I think is I like to do that, because especially because I've seen that people tend to just want to write you off and say, okay, no, you're still busy being a mum, or
and while you're busy forgetting me, I'll be
I'll be
reminding
reminding you like, hey, I'm here.
What's going
Here I am.
on? Hi.
It's me. Yeah, no, I think it's
So
important.
I try to
it's
do
definitely
that for
important.
me. And then because I have my skincare, BAM Beauty products, BAM Beauty oil. So I also try to create content for that, I'm just doing what I can. My doctor tells me, Bammy, slow down. I know you're a workaholic. Just chill. Calm down. No, sir, but I'll try.
No. So, do you think people see the work you're doing? Like, do you ever look and think like, oh, I'm working? Or do people look at me like maybe I'm just like, a wife and a mother now?
So, because like I said, I'm very intentional. So even if they're thinking that I'm proving to you that your perception is wrong by trying to put out stuff for myself. So even if you think that way, I'll keep doing what I'm doing, and at some point you're gonna see me, right? You're not blind, except you're not following me. So I just try to keep doing me and hope that they're gonna just stop thinking nonsense. I really try to avoid building my life around the opinions of people. It kind of just makes me less under pressure and just enjoy doing what I do.
No, yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Like, I'm very intentional about that.
No, that's great. What you're still under 35. You have 2 kids. You're married. You're in the entertainment industry. These are all like great things.
Yeah.
I know you say you don't look at the opinions of other people, but does it ever cross your mind when you're just scrolling or you're online and you'll see maybe like baby girls on the streets of Lagos, with their figure 8s, and they're out here and they seem like they have like this jet set life.
Yeah.
Do you ever feel like, oh, maybe I should have done this a bit later?
That thought has crossed my mind, yes. But so there was a period that yes, after postpartum, my first baby was when I started feeling that way. Because I felt so overwhelmed and so unprepared for motherhood that I was like, maybe I should have just waited. Maybe I should have just really built something more for myself, because life happened to me and Teddy. We were just so excited, and the euphoria of Big Brother and marriage and the baby, everything, boom, 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 boom. We really didn't get a moment to just exist as individuals.
Right.
So it felt like a lot for that first year, and I did think about taking my time. And then this one just hit us. I'm like, you know what?
You guys and this baby that hit you. This baby didn't come out of nowhere. Y'all were doing boom, 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 and boom, boom happened to you. Blame my baby. No, but that's great though.
So yeah, I'm just glad that this is out of the way. Now I'm gonna really settle and do the right thing, and just not when I mean the right thing, like work hard and just build my brand, build a name for myself, and make more money. we are young hustlers. Now.
Yeah.
People are
No.
bigger madams.
Me, we are the same. Me, are you Gen Z? Come on.
I'm not Gen
Yeah,
Z.
millennial,
I'm
exactly. So we're all in the same boat. We are all in
quite
this thing
old.
together.
Mature.
No, it's definitely
Oh
important to
my
have
God.
this conversation because
Yeah.
nobody prepares you for motherhood, and people
No.
literally
No, there is no
don't
manual.
talk about it.
Even when you have mothers that come and say, "Oh, this is how you should do," every child is
It's different,
unique.
yeah.
Every child is different. Every pregnancy is different. Every process is different. Only Jesus can help you in the process.
Yeah.
Nobody can do that for you. They don't prepare you for these things.
No,
girl.
they don't. Did you actually listen to maybe like family members, when they were telling you how to care for your baby, throwing the baby up in the air, spreading their legs and their joints?
Yeah, the palm oil bath.
Yeah, the palm oil. I hid my child from my mother. Yeah, I hid her. Yeah, when I saw her bring out the palm, I was like, no. So you know what they did? When I went out, I will never forget. I went to Walmart and they used palm oil on my baby. And I got back and said, did anything happen? Did anything happen? Did anything happen to her? I was now like, 48 hours. I'm giving people 40. If anything happened to my, oh my God, they put.
And then that's concon. That's
and I'm like, it's so hard.
Like, you will bruise his skin. Yeah. Say, no, we'll be gentle. We'll put it inside hospital. I said, oh Lord, I just left the room. I left the room. I was like, Lord Jesus, I cover my baby with the blood.
Nobody prepares you.
And then there's also the thing for the navel that they use.
They put the hot, we put it on the iron.
On the iron, and they put it in. It was with this one they did it. That my COVID. Zendaya, there was no chance. Yeah. Zendaya did not experience burning of iron, but this beautiful girl had to be burnt, and I was like, okay. Anyway, okay, I will tell you the herbs that are inside is garlic, is a clove, is okay, man. Okay.
No, it's
but
like
our culture, there is a beauty and then there's the scary. So I think I'll just tilt to the beauty.
Well, all your births, like when I say natural, they were CS, yeah, same. Yes. Okay.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you were induced, so preeclampsia. You had no choice.
Well, I was induced, but I was in active labor. I don't know, but I was in labor for about 36 hours.
How many? 39 months, and you went into labor?
So they induced me, and they were waiting, so they kept checking. Okay. But when I say kept checking, they were checking like this.
Oh my goodness, that's so invasive.
It's so invasive, especially before you have epidural. Before you have epidural, that thing is not nice. After epidural, it's like, okay, whatever, do your thing. Find
12 millimeters down.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
I can see the crown.
But I was just, I stalled at I think a 7.5. Like after that, it wasn't moving, so I ended up having a CS. Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, but C-sections is a whole.
Mine was emergency. Like I didn't even get into labor. I was due in 40 weeks, and I got to the hospital. How are you feeling? I feel lightheaded. Prepare her for surgery. Like I didn't even get to breathe. They were removing my clothes. They were wearing me things. I was shaking. When they said I should bend for the
the epidural, yeah.
Like I was shaking. They had to keep calming me down before. And that needle is
oh my gosh, it's long. I started throwing up. When they put it in, I started throwing up. And the guy was like, ma'am, you need to stay still. I said, I can't stay still. I'm throwing up. Are you mad? Like, stop there. You stop. You wait. Let me finish.
They said, no, you have to arch your back so we can see your spine. I was a thick mom. So, yo, girl, it was a lot.
It's not easy.
The second one, I had a panic attack when they were trying to give me a epidural. Dog, what's going on? He said, stay still. Then they gave me the injection.
Oh my God.
I said I would go for a third one. Looking for what?
Yes.
Jesus will send the seed. He will send a child into my home if I must have another third one.
Oh, what? Boy. No, just your reenactment of your own is just me. I told them to knock me out. I told them I could still feel it. So I said, just give me anesthesia. I don't even want to know what's happening now. Because I don't need to be cutting me and I'm still feeling it because I've been in labor for so long. So the epidural is worn out. So but you can remember
girl, I was awake. My eyes were open out. They were moving, chugging. North, west, south, move.
Oh my goodness.
Nah, bruh. Like,
So you were in
I should do a short film on
Yeah,
my
you
birth.
definitely no, you definitely should. You had postpartum, but you also dealing with C-section. And C-section, people again, they don't know that I would take a natural birth any day,
Any
or
day.
vaginal birth.
I
Let's
was
say, call
begging my
it.
doctor. He said no, I couldn't. That because I had because the space between Zen and Maya was just
Oh,
a
it's closer.
year.
Yeah, yeah.
That maybe if I had waited for Zen to be 3, maybe I could have had a
A
natural birth.
VBAC.
I was
Yeah.
like, oh God. I was like, Doc, I have faith. I can do it. It's like, no. And they were now surprised when they now cut me open. My uterus healed nicely. I probably would have been able to
Oh.
have a natural birth.
Yeah, because the process of healing after recovery for a C-section is just
Hey.
It's horrible.
Oh Lord.
You can't sneeze, right? If you sneeze,
Maybe we'll
no. If you sneeze, you have to put a pillow by your stomach. Every
I
time
don't
you
mean
wanna
to
sneeze or
traumatize
laugh.
you. Please have babies. Have babies.
Have lots of them.
A lot of them. But girl.
No, literally. And then you know what? When my husband came into the room one night, he had this perfume on. Oh my God! I
You
would
had
kill
the
him.
perfume reactions
Yeah.
too.
After, like, he would come and he's like, "What's wrong?"
I
I
will
said, "Get away
throw
from
up.
me,
I will
please."
throw up. I will
Yes,
beg
I
my
threw
friends
up.
when they come to the house, please take your clothes off. They
Oh,
actually take their
gosh.
clothes off if they're coming to my room. Do not come into the room with a perfume. Teddy and I would have a proper fight. Babe, am I gonna stink? I said, go spray it in the car. Do not spray that thing in this room, or I will move out of this room for you. It was a big deal. He thought I was being dramatic. He didn't know it was serious. Then he would spray it and then I'll vomit and then they'll come and clean it up. I'll say, "You happy now?" I could not stand
it's
scent
actually-
for Zendaya's pregnancy. But Maya was a bit more tolerable. Not so much, just tolerable. Then I had motion sickness. Zen.
Oh yeah. Did you during pregnancy? Did you have Did you spit a lot?
I had a spit bottle.
Yeah, that's one thing about pregnancy. I think is highly disgusting.
Did you have it?
Yes, and I had bottles.
Oh
and
my
I had to get Sprite bottles because Sprite bottles are green, so you can't really see through.
I had socks. I had colorful stockings that I wore my bottles.
Oh, maybe I'll do that next time.
I
Yeah.
pray you don't have to
I
go
hope
through
so
it again.
too, but
Oh my God, I spat till they removed Zen out
Yep,
of me. My
same.
brother said he was gonna
oh,
trophy size my bottle because it's like, what?
it's proper nasty.
It was disgusting.
Oh.
And then I could not pass Mega Chicken.
You
I'm
were
driving
hooked?
past Mega Chicken. There was something about that area
No.
and the smell of that restaurant that I could not stand. I would throw up.
My producer is saying yes. Have you been pregnant before? Oh, she just doesn't like the smell of the place either. Okay, maybe
So
they need to
that
sort
makes
something else
sense.
there. Oh,
I would pass by that place and I would puke. I couldn't walk into the building. I could not
yeah.
stand. that
It's
thing.
a whole trip of things. I mean, but well,
We
you had
have
another
so
one.
much in
There's so
common.
much in common.
But
Me
this
and you will
second
stop
one,
at two together.
so-
Of course, yeah. You're making me relive these things.
oh my goodness, it was disgusting. In fact, I first started with a cup.
We're not helping people that want to get pregnant or they're watching this episode to be like, okay, how will I manage this? How will I jump back on my career? We're just making it sound
all
like
things are
traumatic.
possible. Trust me, it's not that bad. It becomes laugh. I mean, we're laughing about
Yeah.
it now, and the kids are so beautiful,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. So it's worth it. But
it's worth it,
but the thing about pregnancy that they say you'll forget. Do you believe
yes,
in that?
I actually forgot.
That's how you got pregnant quickly again. Definitely forgot.
I actually forgot. I'm not going to lie, because you're like, oh my God, it's so beautiful. You should have a sister or brother to just play around with.
Yeah.
That'd be a bad idea.
Hey, I tell you what. Come on,
baby boy,
you're in that
let's
room.
go.
Ahead. See that you are now blaming them. I know you people, but yes, it's okay.
Oh my God. I'm joking.
No, but it's good now. You're finished.
Yes,
you have closed
I'm
shop.
done.
Me, I'm looking at you with envy because I will still go there now, and I will come back and I have
I
spit
got
bottle on
you.
this
I'm
show.
gonna be
Y'all gonna see my spit bottle right here. I'm not gonna hide anything. We're gonna be very transparent, okay?
And very vulnerable.
Yes. Don't
Sis.
unsubscribe. I'm just joking. No, but yeah, it's
Oh my God.
pregnancy is something.
It is something.
But yeah, you have two beautiful children.
Yes,
You're in your
they
A
are
game.
gorgeous.
You're a mommy. You're a wife. You're an entrepreneur, actor. So you're gonna get back into acting full time
Yeah.
once the kids are.
I love filmmaking. Like, you guys have no idea. I had a 9 to 5 job in Abuja. I had a house, a car. I was a young baby girl. And I just felt so incomplete. And then I really sought and thought deep. And what is that one thing that if you wake me up from my sleep, let's go? I will not, I won't feel like, oh, come on, not again. And it was acting. And I left Abuja, I came to Lagos, went to Royal Arts Academy, and I did so well. And I auditioned for Big Brother. It was just my time.
Right.
And it just went boom, boom, boom. And I really enjoy making film.
You know, you say this, right? And it's interesting because people have looked at people that go on Big Brother as people that are just looking for fame or, clout, or they just want the money, right? Obviously, I mean, that's what the platform offers. But people in the industry, and they've also voiced this. I know there was someone that said online once that, they would never allow their family member go onto Big Brother, right? And because they just felt like it was a platform in which you would go onto and then just wake up the next day and be famous, right? It's like you didn't really have to work for it. You didn't have to, work for free. All these type of hustles that people that might not have gone on such a platform have had to endure. So it's almost like they don't feel like they people that have gone on Big Brother are deserving of what they receive. Now, you saying that you actually went to, Royal Arts Academy, you're serious about acting is interesting because what do you now say to someone like you? If let's just say if I'm saying that, oh, I don't believe that you deserve to have the platform you have or to do what you do.
So it's interesting that you asked this question because the last film I was in, I don't want to mention the name so you guys don't go and start saying, so people didn't know
CIA.
what So the truth was that when I auditioned, I did so well. And if not that the producer loves me and I have done work for her before, I wouldn't have gotten that role because he had this mindset. He's like, no, Big Brother people, those ones don't know anything. They're just empty heads that just went there for fame. They don't really have anything to offer. And I did the film and he kept saying, I'm so sorry that I underestimated you. I'm so sorry I underestimated you. You should actually put yourself out there more, Bam. You're so good. Like, you're such a fantastic actor. And I was looking at the bros like this. I was like, my God would judge you.
But do you blame him?
Now, that's why I love telling my story. And this is why the stereotype for Big Brother has downplayed those of us who have put in the work. This is one of the reasons why. It's not like we don't love the show. The show helped. When I went to Royal Arts Academy and I did film, I was earning, how much are they paying me? 15,000, 20,000. Because I was the hustler. And they felt, there's that mindset, those of us that have been here since, so-called, you come, you get in line. So there was all that, you go for auditions, I went that sun, I went to boss, stand under the sun, would be like 1,000 people.
Yep, you're lucky if there's a canopy.
Girl.
I've done it now. I've suffered in this Nigeria, but my story's for another day, don't worry.
Yo, I hustled and I was like, no, I need a platform where I don't have to do all of this. Because after that much stress and then the money is like so ridiculous and you're hoping that one day you'll get a big break. And the industry is so saturated. So what stands you out from the next girl who has everything you have to and who has been doing it for so many years? That was why I went for Big Brother.
The platform has given you a lot of fans, a husband,
yeah,
whole human
babies.
being. Yeah, babies. So yeah, blessed. Yeah, so it's
Not
great.
Bad. Not bad, actually.
It's great for you.
I'm grateful. Thank you, Big Brother.
But it's great for you to be able to build off of that, and as you said, you've created a brand and identity outside of that. Yeah, but it's just part of your story. It's not who you are.
It's not who I am.
Yeah.
It's part of my story.
Wow, we've spoken about it all. We were just going to talk about postpartum, but here we are. We've delved into the mind of BamBam. It's been great having you.
You've been sweetie.
Awesome
so
and very honest. Thanks for your transparency. And
Enchante.
Congratulations with all the babies and everything you're doing.
Thank
and
you
I can't wait to
much.
see you in a movie soon, yeah?
Yeah, so I have the Collision by Bolale Austin Peters. Mama, the movie is going to come out at some point, right? So sometime in June.
I think I saw the flyer. Was there a flyer for it?
So the thing is, it went for a lot of awards.
Okay.
And I was nominated for AFRIF.
Oh,
Yeah.
beautiful.
I
Wow.
wish I won, but it's okay.
Oh, no,
But I
that's
got a
you got
nomination.
nominated. That's winning.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was such a beautiful moment from all my fans were off the charts. They were in the comment section, vote bam bam, vote bam bam. You know, Afif, I don't think you vote. They just pick
Yeah, I
a
think the
winner and
selection, yeah.
stuff. Yeah. So it was a huge moment for me and I was really honored. And I can't wait for you all to see the movie. It's really good.
Yeah, no, we can't wait.
Then I was in lockdown.
Okay.
Yeah.
Said.
So I'm waiting. I mean, producers are available.
BamBam is available. All the hot moms are available.
All the hot moms are available. Please.
Thank you so much. All right,
you
so
for
we'll
having me.
catch up online on socials. Remember,
For sure.
guys, to follow BamBam. What's your handle?
Bammy Bestowed. BamMybestowed.
Yes,
On all platforms.
On all platforms, baby. And remember to like, share, and subscribe to our channel. And if you're streaming this on Spotify, Apple, we love you. And keep listening what I said. See you next week, guys. Bye.